Been good. It's been a good camp, and those guys have really built on the spring and took a step forward. Feel like this first week of camp and doing some good things. Really excited about where they're at.
The scrimmage this morning, how'd that go?
It
Did you
went
get what
good.
you wanted?
Yeah,
from
definitely. We're kind of past the point where there's basic install, some of the volume of the playbooks, building. So they're starting to see a different variations of defense and volume of offense. So that starts making you think a little bit and reacting to what you see. In the heat of the battle.
How nice is it with Charlie, how much y'all have installed over the past several years, and now he's going into his third year, and just having all that knowledge that he has to run this offense?
It's definitely a luxury for sure in a lot of ways, and he's very critical of himself. He's open to coaching, and I feel like he continues to be trending in the right direction. Excited about where he's at and the leadership that he shows not only in our room but within our team.
Why do you think it's important that he kind of fulfills that vocal leader role that Rule's kind of pushing him to do?
Well, at the end of the day, he needs to just be who he is and makes plays, and the more comfort level that he has within the team, then he'll make his mark on the team, however that may be. And I think he's done a tremendous job, not only on the field with his actions, but speaking vocally when he needs to.
What are you seeing from the receivers so far?
They've been a fun group. They have been a fun group. We were kind of joking earlier. Even with the second group, there's some guys in there that could really make some plays, and that's been a luxury for the quarterbacks. With the depth that we've had at that position, it's pretty fluid. In fact, that whoever's in there, we feel confident we can get it to them and they can make plays.
How important is it to have Chris Platt back for a sixth year?
Oh man, in a lot of ways. He's awesome in the building, in the classroom. And when we get out here on the field, he's another guy that has a lot of snaps under his belt, and it's fun to be around. And he's got a great personality. It's fun to be around. He loves it.
You talk about doing things the right way, and having a guy like Marcus Jones in the receiver room, and just all that he does. How much does that help that group as a whole? Kind of see somebody do it and try to follow that example.
Well, I tell you, he's definitely one of those examples in a lot of ways of what you want. A guy that's really stepped up and come out of the bottom of the depth chart and really put his stamp on the team. And obviously, with some of the plays that he made in last year's season, he's built upon that. And you can trust him to be in every position on the field, and he'll know what to do. And again, it's a great luxury to have a guy like him on the team.
What ways has Gary Bohannon progressed from last year to this year?
I'd say he's been fun. He really had a good scrimmage today, and like I say, especially for a quarterback, a young quarterback, the more volume that you're seeing, not only defensively but offensively, and how you react to that, going to the right positions, changing calls. He's really, I think, again, trending in the right direction that way. And again, it was exciting to see some of the plays that he made, not only in the structure of the offense, but even off schedule, getting outside the pocket, making some plays. So excited about what he's doing right now.
What do you think from Denzel?
Denzel, again, he's a great personality. He's fun to be around. Joke with him, play with him a little bit, but when he gets out there on the field, he's going to compete and work hard. And again, he's had the success, and he's really doing a great job. He's a great mainstay in that room and a great part of the receiver room. And look for him to continue to make plays for us.
Any specific things that you worked with Charlie on to maybe take him to that next level?
I think as you build, and it doesn't matter what level you are, whether you're in NFL, college, it's always the timing, footwork, and balance within it. There's so many plays that happen off schedule, and it's just teaching him how to react to plays when they're on schedule. And again, like I talked about with Gary, when things not necessarily go as you plan, now how do you react, or how do you slide in the pocket, regain your balance, and make a play? So those are things that, as he continues to be improved, that decision making, not only mentally but physically, and get yourself in position, will take him, I think, to another level.
Does he still make you nervous when he takes off? I mean, are you comfortable with that, I guess?
I'd say he's made enough plays off schedule that he's done a lot of good things. So, he's sometimes at his best when he's on the perimeter and things fall apart, and he's a threat not only to run it but to throw it as well.
Matt was talking the other day about how you can see guys looking to Charlie, like wanting him to lead, and he's not the most vocal guy, obviously, but do you see those steps being made on his part to become more of a leader?
No question. No, and like I said earlier, not only vocally, but just his actions on the field. He's one of the hardest workers on the team. He's in the classroom nonstop learning, and I think he continues to feel comfortable with that position that we're asking him to be at, and we'll continue to grow in that. I feel confident about where he's at and where he's headed.
3 weeks till your first game. What's the biggest question you still need to see answered?
I don't know if there's a question so much as just a comfortability within the offense, and just continue to get reps, particularly for the young quarterbacks. Just continue to grow them. All the quarterbacks were here this spring, so that was a great luxury to have that experience under their belt and to build upon that moving forward. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. Get as many reps for those guys and give them as many looks as we can, as far as a route, a run, how do I adjust to this, how do I pick up this blitz. I think that'll be the next thing, just give them as many looks as we can.
Is this the best you felt? Is this the best you felt about your depth? Just having two younger guys, having Charlie with that experience, having three guys that you've had in the system now for a little while.
Well, my job as a coach is to whoever's out there is to make that guy, right? So that's kind of the approach that I've taken. It doesn't matter what your depth chart or whatever it is. The expectation when you're on the field, whether you're the first guy, fifth guys, you got to run the offense and do what we're asking you to do. So that's kind of the approach that I've taken with that.
Jalen Hurd was a reliable go-to on third down, etc. Who do you kind of see filling that spot?
Well, I think, like we talked about earlier, the depth at receiver gives us some flexibility schematically that we feel like we can maybe isolate a couple of guys that fill those positions. Not only, that position that he played, but both outside guys can do some things as well. So I would hope that we could be creative to get, a few more people involved.
Matt talked about at media day, putting Charlie in some tough situations in the first couple of years, really making him earn his way to this spot. How have you seen that kind of manifest itself in him as the quarterback he is now?
I think that's an ongoing battle. I mean, even today where we're at in training camp, yesterday we did some situational stuff. So I think there's a constant challenge. Again, it doesn't matter what level you're at. There's obviously a constant challenge, and we're pushing him to learn from every situation. 1 minute you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing this versus this coverage. So I think the situational part of it is a constant improvement that needs to happen.
Did having a quarterback that you knew was going to be probably your starter speed up the development of the offense this year?
No, but I think there's a more of a solid foundation probably, that because we've been talking the same language for 3 years, I guess now. So you can really get more into the nuts and bolts of it. You're not speaking on a macro level. It's more of a macro level. Like the details of it. And this is you're not learning the plays. You're not learning the details of the plays. So I think we're really in that that area now. I think that's probably the biggest bonus or benefit of having a guy or even a number of guys that have been here and got a lot of reps.